A couple of things kept me going. Most of it was messages that I had learned from my mother, but I learned something about faith. Faith comes from hearing, not from having heard. My mother was telling me those messages years ago, but during my homeless years, I would rehear them, and that's when it mattered. And I had such a grand dream and vision. I was willing to push through to see what the vision was going to be, to see if I could get to the dream. And I kept hearing my mother say words like, God didn't bring you this far to leave you. So I said, okay, well, maybe he ain't left me. Let me just see if I can wake up tomorrow, something will change. Then I kept hearing stuff like faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. Or say, okay, cool. So I don't see nothing but this homelessness right now, but I think I'm gonna make it one day. And I just kept going, man. I just kept. Now, don't get me wrong, it was days I wanted to quit, a lot of days. I almost drove back to Cleveland several times and just gave up, but man, your dreams have to be bigger than all your fears. If you that's why you have to have big dreams, because your dreams have to be bigger than all your fears and all your consequences. What makes people go back is you dream too small. See, your problem in life ain't if you aim too high and you miss it. Your problem in life is if you aim too low and you hit it. You messed up now. So when you aim to the moon and you miss, you still amongst the stars. So it kind of keeps you motivated a lot longer, man, to help you push through. Because everybody's gonna have to have a push through moment. Because everybody has a turn back moment. The key to making it is you can never turn back.
You can't get advice on what you should do with your life, right? Nobody knows what you are. Like even sometimes you don't really even know what you are. You got to take your shot. And it's like, as much as you want people to agree and you want the people around you to be supporting your dreams and all, it's not going to be like that all the time. You got to do it alone. And people will help you, and when you get the ball rolling, people will jump on. But if you don't believe, nobody else is going to believe. People come along because your belief is so insane. Yeah. Following your dreams is a lonely, solitary, scary, dangerous pursuit. You can't wait for somebody to think you can do it. Mm-hmm. And it's like because they don't think you can do nothing they can't do.
Exactly, bingo.
Right? You know what I mean? It's like it's a lonely, scary, dangerous pursuit, and you got to be willing to risk everything to become that seed of what you believe is in there. You got to be fearless. You got to be relentless.
When you become 18, nobody tells you that it's now going to be your job to parent yourself. And by parent yourself, I mean it's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be. And you're so damn busy waiting to feel like it. And you're never going to. My son never feels like getting off his DS. That's my job. Get off the damn DS. Kendall, clean up the Barbies. If you're going to have a nude party in my bathroom, at least clean it up. God, chew with your mouth closed. We're not in a barn, for crying out loud. All right, dinner's coming. Get out of the pantry. As parents, and you were a kid, your parents make you do the things you don't feel like doing because you won't. Ever. Not now, not then, not ever. And even when you get good at something, you'll figure out something else you don't want to do. And then you'll plateau out and you'll get bored and you're like, I hate this job, this is boring. But will you look for a new one? No, you'll just bitch about that one. It's very, very simple to get what you want, but it's not easy. You have to parent yourself. Here's the rub. You're never, ever, ever, ever going to feel like doing the things you need to do in order to have what you want. You're always going to need to push yourself. You're always going to need to parent yourself. So what is the net advice on this? What is the bottom line? The bottom line is no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. And because you're only ever going to do the things that you feel like doing right now or that feel good right now, unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're just not. We're not wired that way. You weren't born that way, you weren't that way when you were growing up, and you're certainly not that way as an adult. And there's a tremendous amount of liberation that comes when you accept the fact that you're always going to need to give yourself a push.
I've been around the world, man, because I've traveled it. But I traveled it because I've made myself uncomfortable. I have a life of convenience now. But in order to get the life of convenience, you got to have a very uncomfortable life. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Stop trying to do everything the short way. Stop trying to figure out the easy way, because the ain't gonna happen. I got news for you, man. It's not happening, young people. You got to get messed up sometime. You got to get dirty. You got to get your feelings hurt. You got to get disappointed. You got to get told no. You're going to ask somebody for some money. He going to tell you no. But at least then, when I see somebody trying and I tell them no, I try to at least give them something else. See, I'm not going to hand you a fish sandwich. I'll teach you how to fish. But I'm not giving you a fish sandwich.
Don't give up. Don't give up on anything that you're trying to be better at. If you're focusing on things that you cannot control, then guess what? You are never going to be in control. There are things that you can control and there are things that you cannot control. But one thing for sure, you better not give up. You better not give up on pushing yourself. You better not give up on your dreams. You better not give up on being the best makeup of yourself. You cannot wake up every morning thinking that every day is going to belong to you. There are going to be those days when you just want to just say, nope, not today. I don't have it. I'm not going to be good at it. The best thing you could do is to continue to move forward. Even when it's tough, even when it's hard, you got to continue to move forward. The biggest mistake that people make is when it gets hard for them, they want to give up. They want to throw in the towel because they feel that every day is supposed to be a good day for them. But guess what? Every day is a good day because you're above ground and not under it. So keep that in mind, people. Don't let quit tell you what to do. Don't get that mindset to want to give up. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't give in to certain circumstances. Circumstances are going to come. We go through these things for a reason. It's just building you up. It's helping you to build character. It's helping you to understand that one day you're going to have to face something and you're not prepared to face it because you haven't been through enough to face it. So every day of your life, when you wake up, just know you got to be ready to fight when you need to fight, and you got to be ready to live as hard as you strongly and possibly as you can, because that's all you have. You got one life. Live the life that you have. Live it to the fullest. Be the best person that you can be. There are going to be outside sources. There are going to be outside distractions. There are going to be people that's going to try to knock you off your game. But you got control of the game more than you can imagine. You have control of most situations that you can ever imagine. But you got to be willing to stand up and step up and show out. Everybody ain't made to be like you, just like you're not made to be like everybody else. So be the best of yourself and don't give up. Sometimes you're going to have to just go through it. It ain't going to always be a good day. It ain't going to always be a bright day. But as long as you are living and you have the opportunity to move, keep moving forward.
I'm telling you, God has an incredible life for you. All you got to do is ask Him for it. Be willing to put in the work. But now this work part is hard. Success is hard. But let me ask you a question. Ain't not being successful hard too? So now which hard you want? You want the hard with some options or some benefits, or you want the hard with ain't nothing going on? I'm gonna take the hard with the option and benefits. Give me that hard. Let me try that.